I hate to say it, but making a mistake like this when it wasn't even a major operation, in most places, you'd be fired for less.
Dr. Sato, please, I'm begging you.
You're all good now. If anything comes up, don't hesitate to stop by again. My name is Keiichi Sato. I'm a surgeon.
Got a minute, Sato? I heard from Kaito that there was an error in the chart you turned in last week.
I'm so sorry, Director Akiyama. I thought I checked everything properly, but...
I hate to say it, but making a mistake like this when it wasn't even a major operation, in most places you'd be out of a job.
I see. I apologize. In that case, I'll hand in my resignation.
Huh?
To be honest, I've always had a hard time with Dr. Kaito's methods. Still, I gave this job my all because he recommended me for it. And if this hospital doesn't need a doctor who doesn't perform major surgeries, then I'll excuse myself. After all, this is the prestigious Zuki First Hospital, part of the legendary Doki Doki General Network. There's no room here for mediocrity.
I see. Then it can't be helped. Just make sure there are no mistakes until your last day.
Understood. But on the way home that day... Is everything all right? Your daughter looks a little pale.
She's not feeling well, it seems.
Is there anyone else in your family who could...
Actually, I'm a single mother.
I see. Well, I'm Keiichi Sato, a surgeon at Zuki First Hospital. Would it be alright if I took a look at her at the hospital?
Dr. Sato? Alright, please. Thank you.
Later, at Zuki Hospital, the little girl was treated and everything turned out just fine.
Thank you so much. Thanks, big bro.
I'm just glad we were able to treat her in time. Thank you for trusting me enough to bring her in.
No, really. I can't believe you even arranged a private room for us.
About that.
Yui, I'm so glad your daughter's feeling better. And it's all thanks to Keiichi here. I'm Matsunari Akiyama, director of Zuki First Hospital. And this is my son, Kaito.
It's nice to meet you. Well, actually, we've met once before. At the celebration when your father became chairman of Doki Doki General Hospital. It was over 20 years ago, and we were both kids, so you might not remember.
Yes, now that you mention it. Is he Grandpa's friend?
That's right. Your grandpa and I go way back. We're pretty much inseparable.
Wow, that's so cool.
Still, Sato, you really did an incredible job. You're our hospital's star doctor.
Huh? Didn't you just say earlier that I'd normally be fired for something like that?
Wait, what?
So what exactly did you mean by that?
Well, that was just...
To be honest, I've already decided to leave the hospital.
What? But why would a talented doctor like you want to leave?
Under Dr. Kaito's recommendation, I was mostly assigned to patients with relatively mild conditions. But I'd been asking, repeatedly, to be entrusted with more complex surgeries and serious cases. Still, it seems Kaito never passed any of those requests on to Director Akiyama. So staying here and continuing like this doesn't do any good, for me or for the hospital. That's why I'm leaving.
Come on, Sato. Don't say it like that. I only said those things earlier because I had high hopes for you. That's all. Really.
I see. So the investigation results were accurate after all.
Wait, investigation?
Actually, I'm a manager under the hospital director at Doki Doki General. I've been conducting an internal review on both Dr. Sato and the Zuki Hospital itself.
You were?
We've heard from quite a few patients who transferred from Zuki First Hospital that compared to Dr. Sato, our own doctors at Doki Doki General lack warmth and attentiveness. After hearing those complaints, my grandfather asked me to look into both Dr. Sato and Zuki Hospital.
I see.
After completing the investigation, I'm convinced Dr. Sato's medical skills and character are nothing short of outstanding, which is exactly why I believe his current role here at Zuki Zuki and the assignments given to him under Dr. Kaito are beneath him.
Huh?
Which is exactly why I'd like to be direct, Dr. Sato. Would you be willing to join us at Doki Doki General Hospital?
What? Me?
Wait, did I hear that right? Dr. Sato at Doki Doki General?
Yes, that's correct.
Izumi-san. I mean, sure, Dr. Sato's a great doctor, no doubt. But it's not like he's done any groundbreaking publication-worthy surgeries.
True, but I'm hoping he'll continue the kind of attentive, thoughtful care he's always provided. This time at Doki Doki General, and alongside that, I'd like him to gradually start handling more surgeries, starting with the simpler ones and working his way up.
I see. That's actually really appealing.
Compared to Dr. Sato, the doctors at our hospital tend to be a bit careless in many areas. That's why I'd love for him to help guide them.
Understood. If there's any way I can help, I'd be honored to accept. Thank you. I look forward to working together.
Same here. Thank you so much.
That's amazing, Sato.
No way. Sato got ahead of me? Seriously?
Well, that escalated quickly.
Was Sato really that meticulous with his work?
You didn't even notice, did you, Kaito?
It's not like I could have known, all right?
Whatever. In the end, what really matters are doctors who bring in money. Doctors who attract patients. Losing someone who can't handle major surgeries won't tank the hospital.
Leave the surgeries to me.
Good. I'm counting on you, Kaito.
However, things didn't go well for Zuki Zuki Hospital after that.
Compared to last year, we've seen a 20% drop in patient numbers. Repeat patients have also dwindled, and projections show our revenue is going to keep declining.
Why is this happening?
It's Sato. Things started falling apart after he left.
No way.
Since Dr. Sato left, we've had a wave of other doctors resigning too. Dr. Kaito had been assigned minor cases to select patients, just like he did with Dr. Sato. But after what happened with Dr. Sato, those doctors started quitting one after another.
And the replacements? Well, let's just say their bedside manner isn't exactly top tier, and patient satisfaction plummeted. Those replacements. That includes you too, Kaito.
I really thought I was being kind enough.
And yet, you're doing post-op checkups looking totally exhausted. Who wants to be treated by someone who looks like death?
I'm sorry. You're absolutely right.
We're seeing more and more patients who need major surgeries, and everyone else is going elsewhere. At this rate, Zuki Zuki First Hospital's reputation is going to crash.
What should we do?
First things first. Kaito, if you can't earn the trust of every patient, then you failed as a professional. Got it?
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
Whew, that's the morning shift done.
Good work today, Dr. Sato.
Yui? You too? Thanks for everything.
Nice work, Keiichi.
Whoa, Chairman Izumi, what brings you here?
I wanted to thank you in person for everything you did for my granddaughter. A phone call just didn't feel like enough, so I flew back to Japan yesterday.
Dad works overseas. I didn't want to bother him with all this, but...
Thank you, truly.
No, really, it was nothing.
Ever since you came on board, Sato, we've been seeing more and more patients. Not just from Zuki Zuki, but all over. We can't thank you enough.
Honestly, I'm just grateful that there are patients who choose to put their trust in me. It means a lot.
How are the surgeries going?
Great, actually. The senior doctors have been showing me the ropes, and I'm learning so much every day.
That's good to hear. Zuki Zuki Hospital's been having a tough time from what I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been losing patients fast. So much so that they had to scramble to bring in some star doctors from outside. One of them, apparently, is Director Kaito Akiyama's brother.
Wow, didn't think you were one for gossip.
Guilty as charged. Mind if I come by to chat again sometime?
Of course not. Anytime.
You're such an open book, Yui.
Dad, come on!
Director Akiyama. Oh, Haruki, what's the matter? Kaito made another careless mistake. Good grief. Again? He really needs to get it together. Honestly, at this point, I think the blame falls on the director. Huh? Kaito's always been better suited to field work. He was far more effective in his previous role than he is now. But with Haruki and the others handling the surgeries, there's not much left for Kaito to do. True, our younger brothers and even our sister are all better surgeons than he is. Which brings us to the real question. Should we really just leave Kaito where he is? Well,
I'm not messing up on purpose, you know.
nobody is.
Huh.
And not just that, the hospital's reputation, our ratings from patients aren't improving at all, even though all of us siblings went out of our way to join Zuki Hospital. It's only hurting our careers now. Maybe what we're really lacking is leadership. As director, are you even equipped to handle the strategic side of management? How dare you say that? That's completely out of line. All of us, except Kaito, came here from elite institutions. If anything, you owe us an apology, Director Akiyama. I'll handle the business side. I'll bring in help from outside if I have to. I hope you do, because if not, I might have to start looking elsewhere. Sharp hands, sharp tongue. Guess he takes after his father, huh?
After that, Zuki Hospital slowly but steadily began to recover its revenue. However, the reputations of Director Akiyama and Dr. Kaito never improved. Then, one day, we've got an emergency. We need a doctor.
Please help! Grandpa!
Sato, what are you doing here?
Chairman Izumi collapsed while out on business. This was the nearest large hospital. Please, we need surgery immediately.
Dr. Kaito, we're counting on you.
I mean, it's been a while since I've done a surgery this big.
What? Dr. Haruku and the rest of the siblings. They're all out today, aren't they?
Then I'll do it. We don't have a second to lose.
Understood.
Hey!
The surgery began immediately, and it was a success. It lasted over 8 hours. 3 days later.
Dr. Sato, thank you so much for stepping in while we were away. If we'd been any later, he might have suffered permanent damage.
Not at all. I owe it all to the training I received at Doki Doki Hospital.
Then, it's true. We were really lucky to have you join us.
Grandpa's all better. I'm so glad.
Yes, Dr. Sato, Dr. Kaito, may I have a word with you in the director's office?
Huh? Is something wrong?
Well,
Mirai, wait here with Grandpa and Grandma, okay? Okay.
so, Kaito hesitated to operate. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, I haven't exactly done a surgery like that in a while.
But technically, Dr. Sato wasn't authorized to perform the surgery here. He's from another hospital. Preferably, you should have administered emergency treatment to keep him stable until I or one of our siblings arrived.
And it's not like you haven't done surgeries in a long time. Right, Dr. Kaito?
Kaito, if you're hesitating to operate, that's not a good look for any doctor. If someone else had done the same, wouldn't you be the first to say it was unacceptable?
You're right.
Then Kaito will be temporarily transferred to another hospital to sharpen his skills.
What? But if I had more chances, I could have done it too. This isn't fair. You all gave our younger brothers all the opportunities.
But isn't that exactly what you did to Dr. Sato? You kept assigning him to low-risk patients, supposedly to let him build his experience. So he did the same for you. Kept you in reserve, just in case.
That's...
But when the moment came, you froze. Doesn't that prove that your treatment of Dr. Sato was a mistake?
You're absolutely right.
You do have great potential, Dr. Kaito. If you work hard somewhere new, just like Dr. Sato did, I believe you can become an outstanding doctor.
Then it's settled. Let's all get back to our duties. Not yet. Now for the real issue, Director Akiyama. What? You were the one who left Kaito at the hospital while sending the rest of us off to other hospitals for surgeries and conferences. And because of that decision, Chairman Izumi's life was nearly lost. Shouldn't you be held accountable for that? What? How was I supposed to know we'd get an emergency like that? I was only away for 2 hours. It's not like... Exactly. That lack of foresight, and your decision to leave someone as unreliable as Kaito in charge. Who's going to trust you after this? And even with all that effort, the hospital still hasn't returned to the numbers we had when Dr. Sato was here. Your qualifications as a leader are in question. You'd say that to your own father? Whether you're my father or not is irrelevant, President Akiyama. I'll be bringing this matter back to Doki Doki General and submitting it for review at the next board meeting. Wait, you can't. If you do that, my position...
There's no need of that.
Vice President Nishimatsu?
As Vice President of Doki Doki General Hospital, I've already contacted the other presidents and hospital heads to request an emergency meeting regarding this incident and President Akiyama's position. I expect it'll be convened very soon.
No. This is the Doki Doki Hospital Group we're talking about. A hospital with a long and proud history. There was only so long we could let this slide. Everything I built, all gone. Outcomes are everything. That's something you taught us.
It wasn't long after that when President Matsuya Akiyama was officially dismissed. Dr. Kaito was also transferred to another small hospital. As for former President Akiyama, he never worked in medicine again. It's said that after it was discovered he'd misused hospital funds during his tenure, he lost most of his savings paying damages. Now, he's often seen sitting blankly on a park bench, a shadow of who he once was.
He really was at the top of that massive hospital once, wasn't he?
Dr. Kaito spends his days getting scolded by his patients. He still hasn't fixed his attitude, and it's causing him no end of trouble. And on the other side...
Dr. Sato, I brought some cakes.
Another round of gossip, huh?
Yup. Want to hear it?
I guess I don't have a choice, do I? Thanks for watching till the end.
Don't forget to subscribe.